Hello, I'm Dr. Brant Gibson, and welcome back to the Be Unhackable Book Club. Today, in the Be Unhackable Book Club, we're going to actually talk about day number 8, which is progress or track your progress. So, to start out with, I want to give you a minute to actually listen to Carrie Overbrunner and to hear his instruction and his information. Again, this is broken into 2 videos because the length.
Hey, it's Carrie Oberbrunner. Hope you are doing amazing today. Hey, listen, we are talking about Unhackable. It's day 8. Day 8 is all about track your progress. Unhackable book, day 8, track your progress. And listen, folks, we are in the 30-day book club. And now more than ever, we need to become unhackable. In fact, you know the drill. You know the world and all the different inputs and distractions that are happening right now in the world. And as a result, the ones who guard their attention, the ones who really stay focused, are the ones who are going to achieve their dreams. Tomorrow's Monday, and you can wake up and literally have your entire day hacked. No one wakes up and says, I want my dreams to be hacked tomorrow. But it happens. And a lot of times it happens with screens, it happens with email inbox, it happens with headlines, it happens with all kinds of things, text messages, beeps, buzzes, notifications, you name it. So here's what we're going to do tonight. We are going to talk about what do you do in day 8, track your progress. I'll tell you what you do. You celebrate the small wins. Way too many times I see people that don't get excited until the final lap, until the final finish. And here's the point. That's really discouraging to only celebrate at the end. I celebrate all the way through the goal. Now, I just heard today from Allie Love, who I watch on the Peloton. I bike, and today was Sundays with Love. And if you're not a Peloton person, it's all good. But let me give an example. I just wanted to give credit to her. She tells the story about a certain farmer in a village who wanted to make his family proud, wanted to provide for his family. And so what he did is he planted bamboo trees. And essentially, he also planted some vegetables. Now, unfortunately, after year 1, the vegetables came and went. His family were able to eat. But the town began to make fun of him because they said, why in the world are you planting bamboo? I mean, it's crazy. We see nothing year 1. Year 2, nothing. Year 3, nothing. You get the point, right? In other words, there's no visible progress for year 3. Year 4, nothing. And at least the way she tells it, year 5, nothing. Year 6, nothing. And pretty soon you think that the guy's a loser. You might have this tendency to think about this with your own dreams. You plant something, you don't see it for year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. I got to get something. I'm going to show you a picture here in a moment because it took 8 years. I'm going to show you something powerful right here. But the point is this. In year 6, all of a sudden, the bamboo farmer sees a little bit. And then over the next 6 weeks, it grows 90 feet. Now, that's unbelievable. But here's the point. Track your progress. You see, when did it really bust through? It didn't bust through until day, well, many, many days, hundreds of days. It wasn't until year 6. My point is this, folks. I tell the story about how many of us have redwood-sized dreams, but we compare them with our neighbor's cornstalk-sized dreams. And those cornstalk-sized dreams, they just blow up, right? They go fast, they go far, they go high, knee-high by the 4th of July. We used to say that in Wisconsin. But here's the point. Redwoods, you don't see much growth. You don't see it. You don't see it. You don't see it. But then finally, it starts growing and it's solid. I want to encourage you folks with something today. Facebook brought up an example of something that happened 8 years ago. I'm going to show you this picture. I'm actually going to post it on my Facebook wall later today. I don't know if you can see this. It's me in the middle. I got a little bit of hair there, and there's dudes surrounding me and praying for me. Okay. Now I don't know if you can see this, but it says 8 years ago today, November 8th, 2012. 8 years ago today. What happened? That was my last day when a bunch of pastors prayed for me and said, we don't know what you're doing, but we're just going to pray over you and we're going to commission you for the next chapter. Folks, that was 8 years ago. Look at today. Today, we have an international publishing company. We've published thousands of authors. We have so many things happening. I can't even, get into the details here because it's not about me. My point is this. 8 years ago, I had no idea what God was going to do. I still don't have any idea. But my point is this. I had a boon to ignite souls, and you're part of that boon. And I want you to celebrate the fact, even if you see this a little bit of progress. Okay? If you see this little progress, I want you to celebrate. Why? Because it's growth. And so many times we go on social media or we compare to our neighbor and we say, look at how far they've gone and how fast. And I got sucked into that for a lot of years. Look at I'm 43 and blah, blah, blah. And look at this dude. And listen, that's a hack. Call it for what it is. That's a hack, and you're getting distracted. And you can literally get hacked by other people's progress. So today I want to challenge you. Track your own progress. Run your own race. And I'll tell you what, you'll be excited, you'll be encouraged, because every living thing out there has a different gestation period. You know what I'm saying? There are certain crops that you plant, and they're not supposed to come for a long time, i.e. the bamboo. There's elephants that take 2 years to give birth. You see what I'm saying? And there's other things that, give birth in a few weeks. My point is this. Don't judge your dream. God put that inside you. God's going to grow it in his own time. In fact, one of my favorite verses, it's in Galatians. It says that do not grow weary in doing good, for in due time you will reap a great reward if you do not faint and lose heart. That's for somebody today. I wasn't planning on saying that. I don't even know where that verse came from. It's meant to encourage you today. I want you to tag somebody. I want you to share this with somebody who needs hope, with someone who's been getting hacked, trying to compare their redwood-sized dream with somebody else's cornstalk-sized dream. This is Carrie Oberbrunner. Be a soul on fire. If you aren't part of the Unhackable Book Club, get over there. It's free. Look on Facebook, Unhackable Book Club, and get your copy. Go to Amazon or go to unhackablebook.com. Get your copy. I'm telling you what, folks, we need more people who are not getting hacked. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow on day 9.
Okay, so that was great instruction, but I want to tell you a story. I'm going to actually help this a little bit, help you understand, because so many of us are looking at our progress, like he said, and comparing our redwood-sized dream to the cornstalk dreams of our. Well, wealthy man, and what he did, he pulled 2 sons. He had 2 sons. He pulled them in. He says, "Okay, boys, I'm going to give you your inheritance. You have a choice. I can give you $1 million today, or I can give you a penny doubling for 30 days. What would you like to have?" And the one brother says, "Oh, $1 million, absolutely. I'll take the $1 million." And he went and he invests it, and he starts working on it. He says, I can double this or triple this. That shouldn't be a problem. And the other brother said, well, I'm going to take the penny doubling every single day. And the older brother just kind of laughed and says, you're silly, you're stupid. I wouldn't do that because the brother went out his money and he's takes a small part that he can actually use, and then, but the rest of it he actually deposits and puts in investments, and he actually starts to double it and starts to see it growing. And within days, he's got $1.5 million, and it's continuing to grow because of the different things he was able to work with, the different companies he was able to invest in and so forth. And he's looking at the other brother and he's just kind of laughing at him. So they were working for a week or 2 weeks. At 14 days, the older brother was sitting there saying, look, I've got almost $1.5 million because I took the million first. You made a mistake by taking the penny, because how much money in 80 started to laugh. You made a big mistake. You should have done it. You should have done it. And so the older brother just continued to work. And it's 20 days. He came back and he says, where are you at? I've got almost $2 million. Where are you at? How are you doing with your penny doubling every single day? And the younger brother says, well, I've got $10,000, 485 and 75 cents. And the older brother started laughing again. He says, well, I have about $2 million. And he laughed and he continued to do things, continued to work on growing that money. And he was so excited because he was seeing that he could take the $1 million that his dad gave him, and he was the 20 was doing really, really well. But the younger brother only had about $10,500. So at 26 days, 6 days later, he came to me and he says, well, how are you doing? Have you been able to get your money to double, get the money to where it needs to be yet? And the younger brother says, well, actually, I have $671,000, or $1,088.63. And the older brother just started laughing again and says, well, I'm going to make it to $3 million by the end of these 30 days. Now, let me tell you what happened over the next several days. So remember, that was at 26. At 26 days, he had $671,088.63. But on day 27, he had $1,342,177.27. On day 28, it doubled. On day 29, it doubled. On day 30, it doubled. So what does that mean? That means at the end of 30 days, he had $10 million, $10,737,408 mistake. So if younger brother had been pairing his doubling every day to his brother and really was worried about it, really thinking about it and saying, okay, this is all I did. I'm just getting a penny doubling every single day. How could that be a good thing? But he completely blew it out of the water. And if you were to add one more day, then it jumped to 21,474,836. So if we gave him a full month, a 31-day month, it was significantly more. That's your dream. So you need to notice that penny doubling every day. You need to notice each time so you're really noticing every single ounce of progress, because progress is progress, and ultimately it's going to help you reach your dream so that you can truly reach your goals, live your dream, and enjoy the extraordinary life that you were born to live. This is day number 8 of the Be Unhackable book club. If you'd like to get one of these books, I've actually purchased them for you. All you got to do is go into the Be Unhackable book club at unhackable.com, and you can actually request the book and it will be sent to you. This is Dr. Brent Gibson.